Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about the patterns, how to draw patterns, and especially how to draw pattern using the characters or the alphabets. So today we are going to learn how to draw this type of pattern, like where you can see that in a first row we have a small a, in a second row we have a capital B.Sc, then small d-e-f, and then capital again. So row wise it is changing. So let's start here. For you need to understand one thing, that A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I all are the characters, and let's first understand the logic and then we will apply the um, code, right? So okay, so first let's understand. So here we have A, okay, A, then B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, G, right? This is our output. Now let's divide it in. We are just understanding it, so let's just divide it into rows and columns for better understanding. Okay, so here we can see that it's a table like structure, right? It's a table like structure. Okay, now see, okay, now see, here we have 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. These are the rows. 0, 1, 2, 3 and columns. So first we will take, means how many rows we want to print. So first we will take the number from the user, that how many rows you want, and then we want to print the letters. So if you notice that when we have a 0th row we have a small letter, when we have a 2 we have a small letter, means what? And of course if we go further, when we will have a 4, in that case again A, B, C, D, G, H, I, J, then K, L, M, N will be there, right? So it means what? Every time when we have a row number which is, logic we need to think here, the row number which is divisible by 2, means if I say that if I call my row as a I, it means if my I is divisible by 2, means I'll get the 0 as a remainder. In that case only I want to print small letters, right? And in the other case, means if this is if, so it means in else case, in okay, small, right? And in else case, when it's a else case, print small, big, or a large, or a first letter, right? Okay, so now understand this thing, that the very important thing, that when you print the first letter, to print that letter we need a data, right? And for that we need a character, and for that we can take any variable, let's say ch, and I'll initialize this ch by a, let's say. So it means this ch, I need to print ch every time, because when we start printing, at very first place we need something, right? So take the character data type, some variable, and let's initialize it with the capital A. So this is the logic, that how we can draw. So for the small we have this, and for first or the big we have this logic. So of course this is row and column structure, so we will use the nested for loop. So let's apply the logic, and let's see how to do the coding for that. Okay, so here is the output that we are going to print. Okay, now let's first take the value from the user and we'll declare some variable like no, and then whenever it is required we will declare the variable, but first we'll start with the no. Okay, after that of course we need to take a number of rows, so enter rows or lines, whatever you want to write. Then in the scanf we will take rows, right? So after this now we need to print, right? So for loop, this outer for loop will be for the row, so we'll start with the 0 and we'll go till no, right? And I plus plus, so this loop is for the rows. Then we need a loop for the column, so we have j, and j will start with the 0, but every time we have noticed that every time we go till the specific like see, here we have a z, only one, first row means one column should be filled. When we have a second row means two columns should be filled. So it means every time I need to start with the value of 0, but I'll go till the less or equal to my ith value. Then j plus plus. Okay, now the time to apply your actual logic. Okay, now see, we have taken I and j, so let's declare variables. Okay, now time to apply the logic. So I know that here I need a if condition, that if my ith value is divided, if I divide it by 2 and if I get the 0, means if it is divisible by 2, in that case I want to print something. But what is that something? %c. But from where I'll get this? And for that we need to take one variable, and I'm just initializing it with it's a single character, so I'll take the capital E. So now see, when it's a divisible by 2, at that time we want small letters, and we know that if I have capital A in CH, and if I want to print a small a, in that case I need to do plus 32, means it will be 97 and it will print the small a, right? So in else case we want to print simple ch value, whatever it is, right? Okay, so this is column, and when we come to the next row we need printf /n, right? We have already discussed this concept. And finally get ch. Still there is a mistake in the program, but first we will run the program and we'll show you that what is the actual logical problem. So let's compile it. One error unexpected. Okay, no error. Let's run it. So if I say 4, okay, see, it is giving me a small a, only a is printing, but I need to understand this, that every time after printing I want ch plus plus, means a b c d, like that, right? So save it, compile it and run it. Okay, again there is a problem. Why? Because if you notice that when column is changed, it is not changing the, like in a first row we have a, in a second row we have a b, c, means row wise it is changing, but we want after each printing, it means this value should be over here. ch plus plus means whenever it will rotate the loop, every time after printing, I want to increase the value. So 4. Okay, see, here is the output. You can change the presentation, like you can okay, sorry, right, okay, and compile it, run it, see, right? So this is how you can print the patterns. More we will see in the next session.